Pacquiao's place in boxing history is cemented. Antonio Margarito, on the other hand, his boxing reputation may be soiled forever by a different type of cement. After his devastating 11th round stoppage of Miguel Cotto in July of 2008, Antonio Margarito was considered one of the best and most feared fighters on the planet. That would all change, maybe forever, 6 months later. Prior to Margarito's fight with Shane Mosley in January of 2009, Mosley's trainer Nazim Richardson discovered there was a problem with the hand wraps. A California official agreed and ordered Margarito to have his hands rewrapped. Margarito would be destroyed by Mosley. The fight stopped in round 9. Subsequently, the California State Athletic Commission would rule that Margarito's hand wraps contained plaster of Paris. Margarito and his trainer had their boxing license revoked for 1 year. Antonio Margarito would return to the ring on May the 10th, 2010 in Mexico, where he did not need a U.S. boxing license. He won a unanimous 10-round decision over Roberto Garcia. Following that, the Texas Athletic Commission would actually grant Margarito his boxing license, making this fight with Pacquiao possible. Shame, shame on them. The act of tampering with the hand wraps in professional boxing is about as an egregious act as there can be. It is simply criminal because it puts the opposing fighter's life in jeopardy. Margarito should have never been licensed to fight again. Having said all of that, enough about the controversy, let's go on to the fight. Antonio Margarito turned pro in 1994. He has a very impressive record of 38 victories, 6 losses with 27 KOs. He is a former WBA and IBF welterweight champion. Margarito is a non-stop pressure fighter who wears opponents down as much mentally as physically. He possesses all the punches in the book, a real stiff left jab, devastating uppercuts. Combine that with tremendous stamina and a sturdy chin, and it's no wonder that prior to the bout with Shane Mosley, Margarito was considered one of the pound-for-pound best fighters on the planet. And what may be in this fight his most important attribute is Margarito is an exceptional body puncher. He's ended many fights with a body shot. A little-known tidbit about the Pac-Man Manny Pacquiao. He's only been stopped twice during his illustrious boxing career. Now, both came not only when he was young as a fighter, but even as a man. But both came from body shots. We bring this up because, as we mentioned earlier, Antonio Margarito is an exceptional body puncher. This would be, in my opinion, his best strategy for an upset. He's not going to be fast enough or quick enough to catch Manny on the chin, but the body, that could be a different story. Now, we all know what the Pac-Man brings to the table once he steps inside the squared circle. He has become the most dynamic fighter on the planet, winning championships from flyweight, that's 112 pounds, all the way to welterweight, more than 30 pounds north. Simply amazing. Along the way, Manny has not only beaten, but dominated and blown away some of the best fighters in the world. Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, the Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky the Hitman Hatton, and Miguel Cotto. Since Pacquiao's last fight and victory over Joshua Clottey, he has captured yet another title. This time not in the boxing ring, but in the political ring in the Philippines. He's now known as Congressman Manny Pacquiao. Could this political appointment become a distraction? Well, you know what? According to his trainer and a guy who should know Freddie Roach, it already has been. Will this enable Margarito to pull off the upset? I don't think so. At the end of the day, I still believe that Manny Pacquiao will be too fast, too quick, and simply too good, and will break down and beat up Antonio Margarito.